Gage Riesdorf in the 440 of Jaden Erickson will be on row number 3.
And then it's going to be Braden Blackheart in the 19B inside of row number 4. And then Bubba Brown, upside down. Bubba Brown, he's on the list here. I don't see him out on the track, though, PJ.
Yeah, I don't see a 24J floating out there, so I don't know if maybe he was checked in or pre-registered and wasn't able to make it or what. But we'll see if he comes out late or if he's able to come out for the feature.
And we have to give a little shout out here. Haley Bales watching from home on Advantage Racing TV. Zach Bales messaged me and asked for a shout out. So shout out to you guys as well. And also Cody Bolwer. He has a blanket. He's lucky. But looks like we're going green flag race in the air for your M&T Motorsports Sport Compact's first heat of the night. It's going to be Connor Brown out in the 35X to the early race lead. Austin Honeycutt on the inside to his second now. And then comes the 440. That is going to be Jaden Eckerson in third, going to be side by side.
And it looks like the 3H of Calvin Hins not able to make the call. But right now, it is the 35X of Connor Brown. He is currently leading as right now Austin Honeycutt under pressure from Jaden Erickson. That is your battle for second and third, happening right behind bobble by the leader, bobble by Brown. That allows Honeycutt to get right on his back bumper. Of course, Honeycutt did an awesome job all day yesterday of getting the front end of that car fixed after taking a hard hit at Park Jefferson on Friday. But right now, he runs second to Connor Brown.
Connor Brown still with the race lead, though. Austin Honeycutt looks like that hit Friday night did not phase that 3A car at all. With a 440 with some company to the back bumper. Jaden Erickson running in third. And then it's a couple car lengths back to Justin Meyer in the 13M. And then it's going to be the 19 Braden Blackheart and Gage Riesdorf rounding out the field. All company up front, though. Connor Brown's got a 440 car knocking on his left rear quarter panel. 440 of Blackheart moved himself into second place now as a white flag is going to come out one more time around the speedway.
1 lap to go. Can Jaden Erickson get by Brown? He is going to try and make a run coming out of 2. He's not quite able to snug up to his rear bumper as Brown gets a good run coming out of 2. Brown's going to sail it down into 3 and 4 one more time. Checkered flag in the air, and it's going to be Connor Brown taking the win. Jaden Erickson second, Austin Honeycutt third. Fourth is going to go to the 13M of Justin Meyer, and the 19B of Braden Blackheart is going to round out the top 5. So a nice, quick first heat race, first of 2 heat races in the compacts. Of course, unfortunately, we lost a couple of cars that were supposed to be in there, but still, great action. I tell you what, I thought for sure that 440 was going to at least get up there and run side by side with Brown, just could not quite find the bite he needed to do it. It does look as if Nathan Fontenot not able to make the start. Going to be apparently Chief Starter did not like that one, so we're going to re-rack, repack, and restack them for a complete restart. Again, Taylor Brown having a lot of bad luck, as did Austin Honeycutt Friday night over at Park Jefferson. Honeycutt able to get his car back together. Unfortunately, Brown not able to, but like Brown's dad, or like Connor and Taylor's dad said, they've got 7 cars sitting at home, so they're sitting fine. But decided to bring out the tried and true car from last year. We'll see how it runs. We're green right now. Trent Reed's going to take the early advantage down into turn 1, but he's got Vanderveen, your defending 2019 M&T Motorsports Sport Compact champion, on his bumper. As they file out, it is going to be a 35 junior of Taylor Brown, embroiled in a 3-way battle. It's Brown, it's Clark, and it's the 81.
No, it's Vermillion. Doug Vermillion in the 72. As Brown, he's going to get shuffled all the way almost to the back. Your new race leader, though, the 69V of Danny Vanderveen, taking over the race lead, and Trent Reed running in that second spot. Doug Vermillion is going to be running in fourth, Anthony Clark in fifth. Your top 5 out on the track right now. But out in front, the 69V, Danny Vanderveen, back in the lead. Tough luck for him a couple weeks ago. Wasn't able to get it. The car up and running. But Taylor Brown with some troubles here on the front stretch in that 35 JR. He's going to pull her pit side as he loses power.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Cheyenne McCauley almost getting caught up in that, but had the wherefore to be able to stay away from there. But right now, Vanderveen didn't have the greatest of luck 2 weeks ago in the season opener, but he is showing why. He won the championship last year with ease, as he is leading right now as Trent Reed is second, the 81 third. And you got Anthony Clark sitting there in fourth. Doug Vermiglia sitting in fifth. One more lap to go.
One more time around, 2 more corners for your race leader, Danny Vanderveen in the 69B. And then Trent Reed in second. He's got company, though, from the 81 car. Not going to be able to pull side by side with him. Danny Vanderveen takes home heat race number 2 in your M&T Motorsports Sport Compacts.
Danny Vanderveen wins. Trent Reed second. The 81, we don't have his name on the list. We'll get it here for the feature. Runs third. Anthony Clark fourth. And Doug Vermiglia is going to come across in fifth. But I'll tell you, Cheyenne McCauley got held up by Taylor Brown, managed to come up and was right on Vermilia's back bumper. Maybe another lap or two. That would have been quite a battle for that fifth place spot. Also missing is Brenton Palmer, not out there as well. So looks like 8 cars is going to whittle down to 5 in a really quick hurry. Of course, these guys were all pre-registered to be here, and a lot of them raced the last 2 nights. Maybe parts breakages or what have you kept them from being here. But right now we got 5 cars ready to go. Green is out. It's going to be Greg Taylor off the early advantage. Michael Logan and Hans Hofick side by side for second. Oh, they almost push it 4 wide. Now it's 3 wide. Hofick, Logan, Hollitz. The one of Primrose tried sticking his nose there and didn't quite do. Another 3 wide for the lead. Greg Taylor kicks in the afterburners and says, I don't want any part of that. I'm out of here. So right now it is Greg Taylor. Chance Hollitz now going to take over second spot. Hans Hofick has Michael Logan to his outside. That is the battle for third and fourth. Sean Primrose also sticking his nose in there. 3-car battle for third, fourth, and fifth.
Greg Taylor still with the race lead. Hollitz in that second spot. Logan and Hofick battling it out side by side for third. Laughlin's going to have the lead coming off at turn number 2. Here comes the one of Sean Primrose on the high side. Not able to get around Hans Hofick in that 59, but he's got a lot of momentum as he carries that car to turn number 1. But Taylor still out in front. Hollitz in second. Laughlin in third. And Hans Hofick in fourth, with Primrose in the top 5, now hitting the high side once again. Not getting the turn that he wanted to. 2 laps to go, PJ.
Greg Taylor right now, he is actually using the left front this time, as he has a little bit of a lead over Chance Hollitz, but it is an uneasy amount of a lead because Hollitz right there picking up the left front as the white flag comes out, has caught up to the back bumper of Taylor. They're going to sail it down into 1 and 2. Hollitz cannot get close enough to try and make a move. We'll see if he does it in 3 and 4. Taylor into 3, Hollitz into 3, high side versus low side. Nope. Greg Taylor is going to win. He raced number 1. Chance Hollitz second. Michael Oakland third. And at the line, who got fourth?
Sean Primrose, I believe, got fourth.
That one was so close at the line. Primrose on the high side got quite a run, and it was side by side at the line. So for right now, we'll go with what you said, Primrose in fourth. Okay, sorry, I apologize. It is Tony Fontenot did not make the call, so the outside row will move up. That'll move Eric Rempel to the outside front row, and Shane Stutzman will move up to the outside of row number 2. So what was 7 cars, 6 laps is now 5 cars, 6 laps. Heat race number 2 for your J&J Fittings IMCA stock cars.
As they come into turn number 3, going green, this time by Brad Grotenhuis and Tony Fontenot. Excuse me. Eric Rempel on the front row. Green flags have come out, and we're stock car racing. Brad Grotenhuis with the early race lead. Here comes Travis Barker on the bottom side as Brandon Ferguson goes around. Brandon Ferguson doing a 360 in turns 1 and 2. Has lost power, gets the car fired back, and we're still under green.
Right now, a little bit of contact between Grotenhuis and Barker, and that is going to allow Rempel. Now, he wants to throw his name in the hat, too. Grotenhuis and Rempel side by side for second as Barker is your new leader. Right now it is to Grotenheis, it is Rempel, and it is Stutzman battling side by side for second, third, and fourth. But here we go. Barker starting to pull away, trying to gain a little bit of an advantage. Oh! Oh, a little bit of contact. Rempel and to Grotenheis. To Grotenheis goes around. No harm, no foul. He gets it back going. We're going to stay clean and green. As right now, Travis Barker leads with 2.5 laps to go.
Travis Barker in the 30 machine with your race lead. Eric Rempel trying to run him down as the green flag's going to fly. We're 2 laps to go. Stutzman's going to be in your third spot. Brad de Grotenheis in fourth. And Brandon Ferguson at the back of the pack. White flag coming out this time by for Travis Barker, your race leader.
Travis Barker in 2019 was the baddest man on the block here at the new Raceway Park. And 2 weeks ago during the season opener, picking right up where he left off like he never missed a beat, as he is going to win heat race number 2. Travis Barker wins. Eric Rempel second, Shane Stutzman third, Brad de Grotenheis fourth, and the 15 of Brandon Ferguson is going to round out the field.
Top block for Brandon Ferguson in that 15 car, going for the spin cycle, but keeping it fired in turns 1 and 2. He will end up 5th. Travis Barker, though, having to do another victory lap there.
Another victory lap at speed, I might add.
Yes. Always good to see Mr. Clean out in front. Kate, if you're watching, sorry you couldn't be here, buddy, but thank you for joining us. Hope to see you back here at the new Raceway Park very soon.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Wow. I just noticed something that the 22N of Gage Noyes, look at the car when he goes by. I wish that the cameras could really convey how reflective that purple really is.
It really is. It pops in the sunlight for sure. I mean, my car is purple, but not that purple.
All right, so here we go, your third and final heat race, J&J Fitting Stock Cars. It's going to be green. And it's going to be Jeremy Hoskinson leading him down. Here comes Pop. Jason Ward goes from third. Now he is side by side with Hoskinson. Hoskinson able to get a little ahead of him. Ward now going to try to reset himself, try to get back up there and run side by side with Hoskinson. Right now it's Hoskinson leading. Ward second. Brand's third. Then you've got Stephen Pierce fourth, although he pushes big time into one. That is going to allow Gage Noyes to get side by side with them.
Looks like flat tire on the 13 of Glenn Jones as he is going to pull it pit side. But Jeremy Hodgkinson out in front. Jason Ward in second, Randy Brands in third, and we're side by side for fourth place. Gage Noyes in the 22N is going to take over that fourth spot. But here comes Steve Pierce back on the top side. Car pushes up a little bit. Not going to be able to pull side by side as Jeremy Hodgson clicks off another lap.
Taking a look at Stephen Pierce, he is definitely a little bit loose going in, tight in the middle. That car just not wanting to work for him. But right now, it's one guy whose car is working, Jeremy Hoskinson, as he is still leading over Jason Ward, Randy Brands, Gage Noyes, and Stephen Pierce, as he is going to come down and see the white flag, 1 to go. Ward still trying to stay in step with him, trying to mount another charge. We'll see if he can do it as they go down into 1 and 2. Ward right up to the back bumper, snugs it up on Hoskinson. Can't quite get it done as they go back down the back stretch. Is he going to bonsai it through 3 and 4? No, he is not. He is going to drive it down, but it's going to be Jeremy Hoskinson winning heat number 3. Jason Ward second, Randy Brands third, Gage Noyes fourth, and Stephen Pierce is going to round out the top 5. And Scotty going into 1 that last lap, I'll tell you, Ward snugged right up on the back bumper of Hoskinson. I thought maybe he was going to set him up for a bonsai down here in 3 and 4. Didn't quite work.
And on your front row, driving the 13M on the outside, that is Justin Meyer in the 13M. And sitting on the pole in the 35X, that is Connor Brown. 12 laps of distance here in tonight's M&T Motorsports Sport Compact A feature.
And from race control, they have 1 lap to go when they come out of 4 next time by. We are going to be sending the compacts. So once again, 13 cars, 12 laps the distance. The green flag is out in the compacts. It is going to be Connor Brown taking the early advantage over Justin Meyer as they head down into turn number 1. Little bit of a push from the 440 of Erickson. Vermillion now up there. Erickson to the inside of Meyer. That is your battle for second. Now he's going to try and take the lead. Who is going to lead lap number 1? Is it going to be Brown or is it going to be Erickson? Erickson leads lap number 1. And Austin Honeycutt coming through 3 and 4. The front nose piece torn off and a flat tire. Debris on the track. That's got to bring out a caution, and indeed it does.
Caution flag flies over the raceway as Jacques Debris has made his appearance here tonight. Car getting into the wall, though.
81 of Brandon Hartman also getting into the wall under caution. And, a lot of damage. The right front definitely cambered out a big time on the bottom side, tucked way under.
You can see the scuff mark on that yellow one going into 3.
Yeah, Rod Patterson pointing out you can see the scuff mark on the yellow paint where he hit the wall and hit it a ton. So unfortunately, that I think is going to be the night for Brandon Hartman.
Maybe not.
Oh, they're going up from race control, going green this time by. 1 lap down, 11 laps to go. Is Austin Honeycutt going to be able to make it out? Right now it is. Connor Brown leading him in the Delaware double foul restart. Green's back out. Connor Brown going to lead him down the front stretch into turn number 1. Erickson right there back underneath him. The battle is back on. Erickson and Brown, little bit of contact. No harm, no foul. Vanderveen and Vermillion also side by side battling for 3rd and 4th right now. Jaden Erickson once again trying to get underneath and get by Brown. Brown has a lot of snort coming. Oh, no, once again. Contact, they rub all the way through 1 and 2. Erickson with a slight advantage. He almost threw him. Yes, Erickson, new leader. Brown back to 2nd. Here comes Vanderveen.
Gage Riesdorf sending it hard into turn number 3. Back in the pack. Makes contact with Justin Meyer in the 13M, but we're still green and we're still straight. Erickson still with the race lead. Here comes Vanderveen on the inside of Brown. Oh, check up. Brown has to check up just a little bit. And now Vanderveen side by side with Erickson for a lead. Crossover move. Vanderveen back with the high side. Oh, Erickson bobbles just a little bit. Here comes Vanderveen not being able to capitalize. And it looks like we got a car losing power off turn number 2.
Flat tire on the 28R of Trent Reed coming across the receiver. Trent Reed going to call no joy, pull a pit side. He will be done. But right now it is still the 440 of Jaden Erickson, who is leading. Danny Vanderveen 2nd, Connor Brown 3rd, Doug Vermillion 4th, and up into 5th, that is Anthony Clark. Oh, once again, Vanderveen trying to get underneath the 440, can't quite get it done. Vanderveen, so smooth through 1. Oh, but once again, contact.
Trouble for Doug Vermillion in the 72 cars. He slows now off turn number 2. Back under power now as he's going to come into turn number 3. Erickson out in front though. Vanderveen trying to run him down in the 69V. Connor Brown sits 3rd in the 35X. Anthony Clark up to 4th with Justin Meyer, your top 5. Gage Riesdorf now to the inside, coming into turn number 3, side by side with the 19B. That is going to be Braden Blackheart, excuse me. Gage Riesdorf still to the inside. These boys putting up a battle through turns 1 and 2 about mid-pack. But out in front with 2 laps to go this time by. Jaden Erickson still with the race lead. 3 laps to go. Jaden Erickson with the race lead. Danny Vanderveen in 2nd. Connor Brown in 3rd. Anthony Clark in 4th. Then Justin Meyer, your top 5.
Vanderveen starting to lose touch with Erickson just a little bit. It looks like it's a decent amount of distance between Erickson, Vanderveen, and Brown. Now Vanderveen's starting to try and mount another charge with 2 laps to go as he's starting to try and reel Erickson back in. Erickson holding that mid-groove that he's held all race long. Has a nice run coming out of 2, able to pull a little bit of distance, but he slides up. That's going to allow Vanderveen to come right back down on his back bumper. 1 lap to go. Vanderveen better watch out though, because Connor Brown on the back bumper of the 69V. As they come out of 2 down the backstretch one more time. Vanderveen and Brown, 1 last shot. Are they going to be able to do it as the checkered flags fall? No! Jaden Erickson is going to win. Danny Vanderveen 2nd, Connor Brown 3rd. Anthony Clark fourth, and coming down to fifth is going to be the 13 Emma, Justin Meyer. Wow, what a run for the M&T Motorsports Sport Complex on Total Motors of Lamar's night. Wow. So, Scotty, the Bullfrog AJ Bullware, who's watching at home, just got on there and Snapchatted me and said that Rusty Montang has a 13-year-old chassis, and look what he was doing in that.
Right, as we see the 3P of Stephen Pierce, problems on the front stretch before the green flag even flies. Car is fired, just having trouble, looks like getting it in gear and around the track.
So big thank you to the Bullfrog AJ Bullware for giving us that piece of information. Definitely appreciated, and miss seeing you out here, bud. Wouldn't mind seeing that 14 out here tonight, but since he's not here, we'll just say, hey, thanks for the information, and we'll see you again here soon.
Ribbit, thank you, Bullfrog.
Let's not forget little Logan still at home watching us and enjoying every minute of it.
Logan, tonight's for you, little buddy, as we're going to come to the green flag here for your J&J Fitting Stock Cars. Green flag's out and we're underway.
It is going to be Chance Hollis to the outside, Travis Barker to the inside. Here comes Randy Brands. Hollis side by side with Barker as they come down the backstretch into 3. Barker, he's going to have sole possession of the lead as they come out of 4. Barker, Hollis, and then the battle is on between Brands and the 21 of Eric Rempel.
Oh, Hollins, though, to the outside with Travis Barker as Barker fouled off turn number 2.
Oh,
looks like Logan gets into the wall or something. He's going to pull it pit side. He's been having problems with his power steering pump. But meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead. Hollins and Barker side by side for that race lead. Randy Brands on the outside looking in from P number 3.
Oh, we got one around. That is the 22. That is the 22, and Gage Noya is around down at the bottom of turn number 2. I'll tell you, not this last lap, but the one before that, they went down into turn 3. And Brands gave a hefty shot in the shorts to the back of Barker. But I'll tell you, Chance Hollins, that car is on a rail tonight.
The 1B of Logan pulling off early in this feature race. Ran Park Jefferson both nights across the road. Had power steering pump issues, so probably wondering if that's why he pulled off again tonight. Well, looks like green flag's about to come back out. Green flag comes out and we're back underway. Hollins with a great restart. Travis Barker as well. Barker on the inside. Here comes Brandon the inside now of Travis Barker. A little shot to the left rear quarter from the 27 car. Hollins now down to the bottom, now through the middle. Here comes Randy Brands. Throws it in deep. Side by side with Barker for that second spot. And here comes Jason Ward in the 41.
Chance Hollins starting to pull away just a little bit from that second place battle. Brands and Barker side by side. But here we go. Jason Ward now takes over fourth. He throws his name in the hat as well. It is now Brands, Barker, Ward right there as Ward is starting to pull away from fifth place Shane Stutzman. The battle is on for second and third. Brands with a little bit of an advantage. Barker trying to battle back on the outside. This is all happening right behind your leader, Chance Hollins.
Chance Hollins still with the race lead. Randy Brands and Travis Barker side by side for second. Jason Ward in the 4th spot as he's coming under attack now from the 22 of Stutzman. Side by side, Barker crossover move to the inside of Randy Brands now. Cross over the nose. Here comes Randy Brands battling back on the inside. They're trading paint for paint, spot for spot for that second place position out on the racetrack. Brands now with a little shot in the shorts left rear quarter of Barker in the 30 car as Hollins clicks off another lap.
Chance Hollins still leading. The battle is still on between Barker and Brands. Barker now starting to pull away from Brands, coming out too just a little bit. They're both pulling away. Oh, Brands drives it in deep into 3, gets back on the back bumper of Barker. That battle's still not quite over with yet. Stutzman in 4th. Ward in 5th. Ward now trying to get underneath the Stutzman, can't quite do it. Brands now once again on the back bumper of Barker going into 3. Oh, that was close. Nothing doing as Randy Brands on the 3-wheel motion. And once again, just can't quite get under Barker's. Barker's taking that low side away from him. Once again, 7 laps to go for Chance Hollis.
As the hood flies up in front of Stephen Pierce on that 3P machine. Hey, I can't see, he says. Let's pull to the inside and pull her pit side. Caution flag has not come out yet as he's slowly inching, and he's made it to the infield. Meanwhile, Chaz Hollis out in front. Travis Barker still in second. Randy Brands in third, falling back a little bit from Barker. Stuntsman in fourth, and Jason Ward, your top 5. Brandon Ferguson in the 15. Going to be lap traffic here soon enough as he's going to pull the inside of the track now. Chaz Hollis still on the outside. Whoa, brush with the front stretch wall in the number 6 car. As Travis Barker doing everything he can to try to get a good run on the 6.
The top 5 has settled down just a little bit as it's still Hollis, Barker, Brands, and Yellow's out as we got a couple of them around down in turn 2. Looks like Brad DeGroatenice and the 1 car of Sean Primrose.
Primrose and DeGroatenice going around in turn number 2. That brings the caution out. Brandon Ferguson about to go a lap down to the 6 car, so he'll rejoin the rear of the field there along with the 1 of Primrose, and DeGroatenice in the OTG as he gets refired and joins the rest of the pack.
You've got guys like Greg Taylor,
Hans Holfeck, Jeremy Hoskinson,
Eric Rempel.
Rempel as well.
Oh, this is going to be awesome for these last 6 laps. Nothing's going to be left on the table. RPMs are going to come up. As Hollins drives it down the hill, we're back to green. Hollins back on the high side where he's been. Barker tries to get to the low side, slides up just a little bit, and he is going to lose second spot. As what a run off the high side by Randy Brands. Randy Brands turned the Kenny Wallace line, hooking it high, wide, and handsome. It's working at 1 and 2. Barker on the low side works better in 3 and 4. But Hollins starting to pull away. The battle is on for 2nd and 3rd. Also on for 5th, 6th, and 7th, as it is Taylor, Rempel, and the 41 of Ward. And now we got the 26 also, Jeremy Hoskinson throwing his name in that hat. Of course, and now they've enveloped the 4th place driver, Shane Stutzman, as well. So it is Stutzman, Taylor, Ward, Rempel, and Hoskinson. What a battle we have with 3 to go.
Throw a blanket over him from 4th on back. Chance Hollis still with the race lead. Travis Barker in 2nd, Randy Brands in 3rd. And then Stuntsman currently 4th, and Greg Taylor your top 5.
Ward's around, Jason Ward's around in turn number 3. Heartbreaker for Pop Jason Ward as he went around. Yellow is out with 2 laps to go. I did not see what happened, if he had help or not, but oh, unfortunate. What a heartbreaker for Jason Ward.
Hollett still with the race lead. Travis Barker's got to get a good restart on that bottom if he wants a shot at that lead. But Randy Brands, great run off of turn 2 there, but could not do anything on the high side in turn 3 and 4.
I'll tell you what, Barker is in quite a pickle because he's got to get a good start to get past Hollins, but he's also got to hold off Brands and everybody else. 2 laps to go, we're back to green. Once again, Chance Hollins leads him down the front stretch into turn 1. Barker back to the low side. Here comes Randy Brands on the high side. Here comes Shane Stutzman to the inside of Brands. It is Barker, Brands, Stutzman, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Chance Hollins once again 3-wheel motion as he sees the white flag. 1 lap to go. They're going to go through 1 and 2 one more time. Now Brands to the low side, Barker to the high side. They're side by side going down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Chance Hollins is going to win. JJ Finning Stock Car A feature. Randy Brands 2nd, Travis Barker 3rd, Shane Stutzman 4th, and Greg Taylor rounds out your top 5.
What a stock car feature. Oh my goodness. Chance Hollis doing everything he could to hang on to the race lead that entire race, but comes out up top in the 6 car. but great battle entire race from Randy Brands in the 27 and Travis Barker in the 30. Like I said, jab for jab, paint for paint, trading spot for spot, and Randy Brands prevails and takes home P number 2.